Central Valley Today.
Welcome back. If the new year has you thinking about tackling those home projects that you never get to, or maybe even a full renovation, then you'll need a trusted GC and a way to pay for it. So today, we're here with general contractor Genaro Trevino. He joins us every Monday with tips and advice for completing home projects, and he brought along Kim Marin, a licensed mortgage loan officer. So welcome you both for being here. I love that you brought her today because I'm always curious about how people are paying for these beautiful projects that you do. So you can actually get a loan if you plan to do renovations on your home. So when we're looking for ways to pay for home renovations, what loan options are available?
Well, we have a conventional mortgage loan, and we also have an FHA. Okay, and how that would work is if they were wanting to just do a regular purchase, they're going to be able to actually add those improvements to the mortgage loan.
Yes. So you roll it all up into one.
Yes.
Now
so the buyer doesn't have to come up with that
extra money.
Right.
Well, let's say you already own your home. You've lived in your home for a decade. Who knows? And your mortgage is already set. And you want to get a loan to pay for renovations. Can you do that?
Absolutely.
And what is that? What's that called?
That would be called a refi cash out. So as of today, as we all know, that there is a lot of equity in homeowners, right, in their properties. So we can actually do a refi cash out. So let's say they have $100,000 equity. So they could take that $100,000, and if they wanted to do a renovation loan, like a new kitchen or whatever, so we roll it back into there.
You roll it back into the mortgage?
Yes. Well, we would pay off the previous loan, and then we would do a new loan.
So there are
so it can combine to one loan.
Creative ways to get projects done. So for you, the contractor, what is it like working with clients who are paying you from a loan and not like from their checkbook?
Well, I think it really works out really well because it's in an escrow account, and you know, there's progress payments. So, you know, based on the work that's completed, then I would receive a payment.
So you do a request for like a drawdown, right? So you're not taking them, you know, we're not just giving $100,000 to somebody. You do a drawdown every time you are owed a payment from a certain account. Is this do you get many loans like this?
Well, we get with the renovation, so that would be a totally like a purchase. So if there's a buyer out there that would see a home and they would want to, you know, maybe it's not as habitable to get the financing, then that's when we would come in place with the contractor. So that would be just a normal purchase, and then he's right, they would do just progress payments in escrow. And be dispersed to him.
Now, what do you think? So, do you think your clients are happier when they do a loan like that for a significant amount of money, or do you think that it's better to do, let's say, phases where I've saved up a little bit of money now, and maybe a year or two later I might be able to do more of what I want?
Well, I mean, it all depends on their budget, you know, and what they want to do. And so it's whatever works for them. For some people, it's easier, you know, to get a loan. Some other people, it takes time to save up money. So, you know, I mean, you can do one or the other.
So you've worked both ways, and you know, however people are paying, maybe mom and dad are paying for it. I don't know how people are paying for things. If moms or dads out there want to give me some money, that'd be cool. If people are, you know, is the process to start the same no matter how you're paying?
Yeah, pretty much.
So what happens? What do you do as a general contractor?
What do I do? Well, first of all, I find out what it is they want. And whatever they want, I can do. And so I just have to figure out, you know, the materials. and the labor and the right people to do the job.
Yes.
And so once we get that all out of the way, and then we determine the budget.
Yes.
And we go from there.
And so you scope out the project.
Yes.
You know, maybe you scale back or you scale up for the client. You know,
right.
so that they're the happiest. You give them the budget, and then what happens? Does the homeowner come to you for
the loan,
for their loan?
Right. So in other words, we would get the licensed contractor a bid, right?
Oh, okay.
So that bid would have to make sure that that would come in at value to add to that property.
Yeah.
And so as long as I can get that loan to be approved,
yes,
we're on point, right?
Right.
And we can move forward. And then, again, he would be dispersed.
Right. Throughout the life of the project.
Because once the loan closes, that's when he's going to be dispersed.
That's when he gets to start his work.
Right.
Well, this is very enlightening. I did not go through my kitchen renovation this way, and I'm always very curious on how these people get these, you know, incredible kitchens and these beautiful bathrooms. I'm like, that must have cost $100 grand. But if you've got smart financing and, you know, you have maybe a couple years ago, the interest rates might have been a little bit better, but they're still really good now.
Right.
So this would be, you know, a great way to pay for those renovations in the new year.
Right.
Okay, Genaro, Kim, thank you so much for being here. We have all the information. If you want to get in touch with Genaro, if you want to see some of his previous work, you can go to our website. His phone number, his website is there. Thank you both for being here today.
Thank you.
I always love talking about houses. Still to come here, give the gift of a Ferrari